How are you doing today?
Great.
What is your name?
Tiffany.
And where are we in the world, Tiffany?
We are in paradise.
You can say that again.
In Pahoa, Hawaii.
What's that?
Pahoa, Hawaii.
We're in Pahoa?
On the Big Island.
All right, Big Island.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been on the Big Island so far on this trip?
I've lost track of time. I think we've been here a day. Have we? A day? We got here Tuesday night. Yesterday was Wednesday. Today's Thursday.
Okay. And
One night, one day. 2 nights. Whatever.
what kind of energy are you feeling now that you've flown here from Colorado?
It's funny because like when I first got here, I thought I would just go into like total relaxation mode and feel like so connected. And I did feel connected, but it was more of like this exuberant, like joyful energy. Like I felt like that inner child just wants to play. Like I just want to like adventure and explore and soak up every minute, and like I can't sleep because I'm so excited. It's been like that, so that's the kind of energy I felt. And then today I'm feeling a little bit more subdued and like just go with the flow, but when I first got here I was feeling amped. Amped. What about you, John? Did you feel amped or relaxed?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little amped.
You're feeling amped?
And I'm feeling like good energy too.
Yeah, just happy, fun times. Like a natural high. John even looked at me at one point and he said like, did they like spike your kombucha? Like was there something in that ginger shot that you took? Like when we went to this market last night, because I was just like acting a little drunk, but I was just like love drunk.
And what are a few of your highlights so far here on the Big Island?
I love the fact that I can be here with my 8-year-old nephew. This is something that he'll remember forever. And just to see him and all the ways that he's adventuring and lighting up was really fun. And I mean, it's just beautiful. The nature here, like just everything is so beautiful. The nature is amazing. The air feels really good, like breathing in the air. And then I would say like we had so much freaking fun last night. We went to the Uncle Robert's market, and
What was there?
it was basically like there's a bunch of vendors that they're selling jewelry, they're selling handmade art. They had a band playing that was amazing. People were dancing. There's food everywhere. There's Thai food. There's Thai iced tea with boba. There's sushi. What else, John? There was barbecue. We don't eat meat, but we had the spring rolls. Those were really good. Like some peanut sauce. I had a lavender lemonade that a man gave me when they were closing up shop, and I was getting my nephew a little cake pop, and we tried, they're bananas, they're apple bananas, so they're smaller, but they taste just delicious. People were drinking out of coconuts. Yeah, I mean, it was just amazing. The ginger shot, there was this shot, and I think it was like the Tulsi tea, but it had this like little old man was there with sparkly eyes, and he pointed at me and brought me over, and I was lured in, and he's like, gave me a little sample, it's this big. I drank it, and I don't know if it was the ginger or what was in it, but it just like, my whole throat and my chest opened up, and it said it's like cleansing spiritually and physically. And at first I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't know what's in this thing, but it was just what I needed because my tummy was upset, and I felt amazing afterwards. So yeah, it was pretty beautiful and amazing, and everyone was super nice. I tried some kombucha that was a woman made herself, and it was like blueberry and different berries. I can't remember what all was in it, but it was really delicious. People wrapping crystal jewelry, and oh, I got a feather headband that a gal made.
How about your earrings now?
Oh, my earrings. Okay, so yesterday we went to, oh gosh, that was another highlight. We went to the Botanic Gardens in Hilo, and they're like Japanese gardens. Basically, the trees are like these big root trees that grow down, and the roots grow into the ground. And it started pouring rain, so we actually kind of had to hide under the trees. But then me and my nephew ran out and started playing in the rain, and we just got totally drenched, and all my makeup wore off, and we were just loving life. And then we all jumped in the cars after it died down a bit, and we went to a coffee shop in Hilo, and I can't remember the name of the coffee shop, but it was really delicious, and the people were super nice, and I had an almond mocha, and we were all trying each other's drinks, and the girls got smoothies. John got a shake, like an espresso shake, and it was nice. We just sat out and talked and took a moment, and then we drove out to the market.
And how about the stars at nighttime?
The stars were crazy beautiful. Right when we got in from the airport, we had to drive a couple hours to get here from Kona. So we stopped, we pulled over because we were taking it slow and everybody else wanted to go faster around us. So we pulled over, we got familiar with our rental car, which is a Jeep, and that's fun. And then as we were doing all that, we were like, whoa, these stars are crazy. So John's like, Tiffany, get out. And we got out and we just soaked it up. But you can't get it on camera. It does not show up on camera. And some things are just not meant to. They're just better seen in the moment.
So much brighter than Colorado?
You know, I think when you get up into the mountains and away from Denver, like Rocky Mountain National Park, I've been camping there, the stars are crazy beautiful there too. But yeah, I would say it's clear and just, yeah, amazing stars. Definitely more than Denver, for sure.
Any other strange things happen along the way that you'd like to speak upon before we end this video?
Did we want to talk about signs, or is that a different video?
Was there any signs that you saw that you can speak about?
Yeah. When we first got off the airplane, John and I really actually want to move to Hawaii, and the company that he works for is the same security company that's at the airport, and these two guys were there with the hats with the logo. So we got into conversation with them, but it was just literally right off the plane, so that was pretty wild. I also believe in, like, there's no coincidence with like the people encounters that you run into, and a gentleman overheard us boarding the plane talking about what we're gonna do, and he's like, I couldn't help overhearing, this is my company, and he does like hang gliding over the ocean, so he's like, just remind me who you are and how we met, and da-da-da. So that was pretty cool. And then we sat next to a cool kid who like helps run an Airbnb in the mountain, like the mountainous area here up at high elevation, and he happened to have crystals on him, so we got into a whole crystal conversation, and he was the one that recommended us go into the market. And then also when we got off the plane, we were talking to more of the security people about living here, And then this woman who was picking up some friends from the airport joined our conversation, and she was pointing out places that where we could live and all of these things. And then she said, I said, you sound like you have an accent. Where are you from? And she's like, oh, well, I've lived a lot of places. And she said something Kentucky and Alabama. And I've lived in Alabama, so I told her, like, I recognize the accent. And then I told her I'm from Texas. And she said, wow, my niece Tiff is from Texas. And I said, well, what did you say your name is? She's like, Tiffany. And I thought, well, that's crazy because my name's Tiffany. But it was just the synchronicity of it, and everything's just everything's been flowing. We got a ton of signs to go to Hawaii, and that was before we even left. So,
All right.
what about you, John? Any signs?
I have plenty as well. And I look forward to sharing those on future videos.
Yes.
And I'd like to thank everyone for watching this one. This is, what's your name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
At SpotOnSpirit.
At SpotOnSpirit.
I'm a psychic, medium, and Reiki master.
Bam. All right. Aloha.
Aloha.
Let's hit them with some, shaka, shaka, shaka. All right. Peace out.